Good morning. This is Joanne, Colorado, and I have a perfectly lit day to be able to do a quick video on the progress of the garden, I guess. So I just wanted to show you how it's going. It's weird. We have extreme heat, and then we have cooler days, and I finally took my canna lilies and chopped all the lower leaves off because these little vermillionaire plants should be just thriving. And my hot lips, they're looking good, but there's just not very many blooms on them. Should just be loaded with blooms. Same with my salvia. And because of the weird weather, you're getting a little bit of, I don't know what that, it's like almost little scabs on the leaves. So, the honeysuckle has a few blooms, and it's got a bunch more about to come off. So that's good. Now the zinias, I would say they're loving the weather, whatever's going on. They are absolutely enjoying it, because I have that's all just one pot. All of those zinnias, just crazy. I don't think I've ever seen that many zinnias in a flower pot. My purple salvia, oh, those little black-chinned hummingbirds just love them. And because of the heat, now these hot lip plants are doing a whole lot better. This is something I've been dealing with. I think they're Japanese beetles. I don't like spraying my plants because I don't like getting spray where hummingbirds are going to be and other birds. This is my new mossy log bird bath. The canna lilies are doing good. If I can keep those beetles off of them, they seem to like to eat stuff. And I've got a lot of bumblebees, which knock a lot of blooms off. But other than that, we have salvia, our purple salvia, our canna lilies, our zinnias, our black and blue salvia, which is purple, our magenta salvia. Hummingbirds love that. I was asked to tell what kind of plants I put in here, so I'm going to try to backtrack just a little bit. Vermillionaire, I put it everywhere in my garden. Here is another red canna lily. Now this is a cardinal plant. I don't remember if it's a lobelia family. I think it is. Anyway, there's a carnation in here, but that's just because I like the smell of them. Another salvia. Might be a pineapple sage. Looks the same. Those stupid bugs are eating my vermillionaire leaves. They've never done that before. Anyways, got to take care of that. This is one of my elephant ears that I made into a bird bath. Canna lily, just about ready to expire. More fuchsia, rocking fuchsia, vermillionaire. Do you see the hummingbird? Ooh, we had two of them there. They were both coming for food there. Anyways, lantana. Some more blue salvia. Some more of the pineapple sage. Another canna lily. This is our Mexican flag vine. And I've been trimming off the dead ones so they'll put up a bunch of new life. For some reason this leaf was turning yellow, so I took, with my son's help, the pot that was out at the bottom and we scooted another pot underneath it that's bigger with more soil. Hopefully that's going to fix its problem. So, okay, let's see, where were we? The hot lips turn to white lips before they need trimmed off. More of the annual version of salvia, purple salvia. More of the cardinal flower. Some petunias. And they're getting fuller and fuller. When they get too close together for the hummingbirds to get between them and to get to the flowers, I have to pull a pot out and spread out the space. So if I can make more space between, I want to make sure that there's plenty of room for the hummingbirds to actually get up close to the flowers that are there. We have more vermillionaire here. And the hummingbirds do kind of come through these holes and they'll come down in here, so they can still get to some of these. When the salvia get to this point, where there's really nothing there, I just snap them off so that it'll put up a bunch of new ones. And these are new flowers coming. So, I put this little ring feeder up here for the hummingbirds, and I did get a video of a hummingbird on it the other day enjoying it. So I will show you the rest. Here's some lavender. There's pin stemming. Looks like those flowers have exhausted their usefulness. Some more red salvia. This right here is more red salvia, and I don't know why it's getting rust on its leaves, but I'm going to do some reading up on that and see if I can't fix that today. These canna lilies, they have a smaller bloom, and the hummingbirds really, really like them. We have another salvia plant back there that hasn't got enough sun to do a lot. Some more lantana or firecracker. Some pink hot lips. I can hear hummingbirds all around me. I'm just don't have my camera in the right spot to catch them on it, but I have a lot of purple salvia here next to this bird bath and a whole nother pot. There's crocosmia, but there is some kind of grasshopper or something that is just eating those leaves to nothing. It's a problem with, I don't like spraying bugs when I have hummingbirds that eat bugs. Sometimes the bugs get to eat more than I wanted them to. Anyways, these petunias came back from last year, so I just planted them in here with some salvia and some beesbalm and carnations. And this bird bath, the first hummingbirds that saw it came right to it and just had a wonderful time. I am not sure if it's too crowded and the flowers are too close to it for them to go to. We're gonna tie up some of these beesbalm because they're getting a little heavy and the branches are starting to fall down, and we had about a 50-mile-an-hour wind the other day, which did not help. I actually planted a few zinias in this pot with the beesbalm to stabilize the branches, because believe it or not, the zinias are pretty hardy stems, and the beesbalm, they're almost hollow in the inside, and when the wind blows they can snap off. I have a lot more salvia back here, red, and I just trimmed a bunch of the dead ones off yesterday, so they'll be putting up new life. This pot had a whole lot of zinias in it, but I mean, they're pretty. They have little teeny stripes in them, and they're like pale and white with stripes, but not really colorful. And I just like a lot of color in the garden. Hummingbirds like them, so it's a backdrop for the bird bath. This one here has a little more color. This is some hyssop. I do not know what happened there. Phone just turned around. Anyways, more vermillionaire. It needs more sun and more plant food. Lots of color, but those all came out orange. Those all came out white. Finally getting some pink in there. This is hummingbird mint, and I kind of put a little bit of it in a lot of pots. Lots of salvia. Had some red petunias that came up from last year in there, so I just let them go. And hummingbirds love this salvia, so it's my elephant ears. Just a nice backdrop for the bird bath. And my smoke bush. My oldest bird bath that I have still here. Birds don't care, they love it. Hummingbirds do too. This beesbalm was doing horrible in this spot, so I put it in a pot, dug a hole and set the pot down in the hole, and now the plant's doing good. In the ground, not so much. These are the craziest petunias I've ever planted. They're tall and they even climb. I put in a new trumpet vine, which I can see the bugs, grasshoppers or something are totally eating. That is not normal. Anyways, hopefully that trumpet vine will take off and get vines or flowers everywhere. Some more zinnias. These were hanging out in front of the gate, couldn't even walk through it, so I kind of turned the pot. Just let the fence catch some of them. And these are a whole bunch more zinnias. I don't know, they don't seem to be any pockets of anything, but you know, hummingbirds always go to them. So we have some agastache and some more hummingbird mint. And here's my honeysuckle vine, and it is regrouping. And this is what happens to a coneflower when the sprinkler system keeps blasting it. And I am going to try to fix that too. Now this pot had a whole bunch of hummingbird mint in it, and I took a bunch of starts out of it and put them in all kinds of other pots. And I put some purple or black and blue salvia in because the hummingbirds, especially the male black-chinned, love these. And it wasn't doing very well, so I turned it the direction so that they would get more sun. This salvia is doing good here. I kind of try to put a bunch of stuff in this corner because There's kind of an area there. There's an area there. There's a little area there. There's all the other flowers down there. And my easy chair that I sit in and drink my coffee. I have my hanging baskets. And way down there on the end, I have the planter on the wall of the shed. So all of those different areas give different groups of hummingbirds places to go. And I might see 3 or 4 of them chasing each other over there, and a few more over here, and a few more there. And the other birds come into those bird baths too. So, and this bird bath gets used by a lot of birds. So this one here, I have some zinias, some hummingbird mint, and I have a vermillionaire plant in there. But this zinnia kind of took over. So I'm going to try to figure out how to either contain this zinnia so that it'll stand up straight and let those flowers be visible to the hummingbirds. Or I may just cut it out of there. I love hot pink, and it's a pretty color, but you know, if it buries 3 other plants that hummingbirds come to, they have more flowers, then it's not a good idea. That garden over there, the neighbors, in the raised bed, I planted a bunch of hummingbird flowers there. Here's some more agastache, or a type of salvia. I'm not positive which. I planted it and it's finally getting ready to bloom. And it looks like I'll have some hot pink or purplish blooms. There's more hummingbird mint and more salvia. And a few cosmos that came up, and they look like they're drowning out the salvia back there. Hummingbirds like cosmos, but if it crowds out the other plants, then I do away with it. There's some cosmos. There's a whole bunch of cosmos there. That's what I'm looking at, wondering if I should have took more out. Here's some echinacea, and they're doing great. That big hole there was a great big plant that I planted for my neighbor because it was blocking the sprinkler. So I have a whole bunch more echinacea, coneflower, some more hummingbird mint, a lupine, some penstemon, some more salvia, and my mind is blank on what these are at the moment. Sweet William, I believe. I planted a couple of double hollyhock just because they're really big and pretty, and they are kind of cone-shaped, and I kind of think hummingbirds like them, but I just wanted to see them bloom. And this is the corner of my front yard. My hanging baskets. In some of my videos, you'll see the little hummingbirds sitting in these little swings I made. They love the Bacopa and the million bells and capuchia. Anyways, many like petunias, but they love them, and firecrackers. My vermillionaire. More beesbalm, more salvia. More vermillionaire. Some hyssop. Some more beesbalm, some more zinias, This beesbalm, boy, it's getting eaten up. There's some more of all of the above plants I've mentioned, plus some superbenia, verbenia that does really well. And I believe that's another, let's see, some more more million bills, and then, oh, I'll think of it in a minute. Anyways, I've mentioned it before. Snapdragons, some little daisies. Hummingbirds kind of go to them. I don't know if they get anything out of them or not. I don't think. I think they just like them because they're bright spots. Bachelor's buttons kind of have little tubular things, but I'm not sure. This is bubblegum supertunia. And if you just want a bright spot in your yard, this will make a lot of flowers. And I am sure that hummingbirds have to like them because they're so pretty. Anyways, here's some more pineapple sage. And around the bird bath is hot lips, vermillionaire, and either agastache or hyssop. And up there is a trio of fuchsia plants, and that gets all kinds of flowers, and it loves the shade, and we can see it right out our window. Plus we can sit and watch TV and see the hummingbirds come into this feeder all the time. So that is a quick update of my garden, and I hope you're enjoying your gardens and your hummingbirds. So have a nice day, and thanks for watching and subscribing. Bye-bye for now.